Okay. And before that one, what is a classification of the offences? What is the classification of the crimes, and later what is the organized crimes? Organized crimes. What are the organized crimes? According to Interpol, and their definition regarding the criminal gangs or organized crimes, and those are having an corporate structure, and their main objective to gain the money from the illegal activities like prostitution, smuggling, arms selling, these type of activities. And in this manner, they may be organized like as a one corporate sector. They may employ some of the persons to do their businesses, to do their illegal activities, and also, and for this one, at the organized crimes can be spread out not only national level, at the international level, those are spread out organized crimes. And for this one, even though white collar offences also there is an organized crime can be classified white collar offences as organized crime or not. And generally ordinary crimes and the tax cuts only the person individual can be committed an offence or maybe group of persons may be committed and particular offences. And those are having joint liability or joint intention. They may be liable under those sections under IPC. But organized crimes, even though the persons are committing the offences in particular one area, the person who are operating the crime is visited in another area, maybe other state or maybe other nation also. Through as removing the persons, and particularly in India, for extortion money, some of the mafia persons extortion money from the celebrities and topmost persons in the country. Even though they may be operate in other countries, their fellows, their followers to do the crimes in particular state and particular areas in these aspects. And in this way, they may be maintained gangs, criminal gangs. Those criminal gangs can be done one type of the businesses. If those gang is doing the arms selling and weapon selling, they may be curtailed in that particular. As some of the doing trafficking, human trafficking, and selling humans for trade or prostitution, this is another set. Or smuggling, that is another. But some of the gangs may do all the things, all the activities for getting illegal gains. Different arms selling, prostitution, and human trafficking. These are the main businesses to the business to the criminal gangs and or organized sector gangs, drugs, these all things. And we are coming to the white collar offences. What is the white collar offences? And those are the person and socially, economically strong persons who are going to be committed the offences. Those offences to be called the white collar offences. Maybe white collar offences and economic crimes, white collar crimes and economic crimes. What is the differentiation? In the white collar offences, the persons who are already well settled in the society, socio-economically conditions are well, they are going to be committed an offences. But in particularly ordinary crimes and white collar crimes, in white collar crimes, they are going to be committed a long period. Maybe some of the companies fabricating their account sheets, balance sheets, even though those are not getting the profits, but they are showing the particular company is getting more benefits, more profits in their trimester or that financial year. Because what they are showing in their accounts and their balance sheets, automatically their company rate will be increases in their Sensex in market. Fabricating accounts showing false balance sheets, accounts, and particularly, even though all the criminal law, if any crime committed, that be considered as against the state. But what about if white collar offences, white collar crimes, those are going to be committed, or what the person was committed white collar offences. Those comparing to ordinary crimes and white collar crimes, the person was committed, the company was committed, or the person was group of persons was committed white collar crimes. That is a badly infected state, not only state, individually and financially, and who are the investors of the company, those are also becomes the victims of the particular company fraud or doing their white collar offences. If the person was committed individual individual committed crime, that to be committed, all the individual will be punished. And on the case, or maybe one victim is there, or two or more victims is there. But the company committed white collar offences, who are the investors of the company, promoters, investors of the company, or who are the dependent on that company, employees also, the lakhs or thousands of the people will be victim of the particular company is committed. And in this one, white collar offences, this is a vast one. And this one, Sutherland as a jurist was firstly defined what is the white collar offences in his research paper. And white collar offences, what is the white collar offences, what are going to be committed offences, and what are they getting the punishments in their penal laws, the different actions. Maybe the offences in white collar offences and economical offences. What is the economical offences and white collar offences, white collar crimes and economical crimes? In white collar crimes, the main object is to getting money. But economical crimes is also getting money. But economical crimes and some particular compared to white collar offences maybe its gravity will be reduced. That is, they are doing under the Food Adulteration Act. Food Adulteration Act, if the person was committing any offences under Food Adulteration Act for getting more income, more gain, or they are giving the false advertisements on particular food or cosmetics or provision and whatever it may be. The people who are based on their advertisement, they are buying, but ultimately they are suffered and they are considered as victims on that one, automatically for gain, wrongful gain by the persons, those are to be considered as economical crimes. And in this one, the crimes categorized, what are the maybe medical crimes or legal persons are going to be committed, or engineering crimes. Maybe individually, in white collar offences, medical persons are going to be committed offences, and legal provisions persons are committed offences, and engineering work there in their field, they are also going to be committed offences. And first one is a medical. And in medical aspects, the doctors, some of the doctors are giving the fake certificates to the criminals or the gangsters. Even though person was having healthy, but they are giving the fake certificates. The persons are sick persons as they are suffering some diseases, and mostly on this aspect, and some of them for getting leave from their employers, they are producing fake doctor certificates for getting leave. And doctors also knowing the well thing, all those things, they are issuing false certificates. In some extent, they are giving some of the certificates regarding to the criminals, and basic on the doctor certificates, they are also acquitted from the course, from their liabilities, from their allegations. Those are also comes under the crimes. And contractors for the engineering actions. While engineering experts and supplying raw materials, and we are also going to look at any government was giving one contract to the contractors to build, to construct, and whatever it may be. But the relation between the suppliers and contractors and the governments is changing. The government will work to the contractor, and contractor will be purchase the raw materials to be construct and whatever it may be from the suppliers. If the supplier supplies substandard raw material to the contractor, the same was accepted by the contractor to construct. At the same thing, the government, without verification or nominal verification or nominal examination, that was ratified, automatically that offences, that crime will be raised. If the construction or building that may be collapsed within their life, before their life period, early period, even though whatever the building or construction was constructed, sufficient substandard raw material, automatically the building will be collapsed, and before their lifespan. And what are the legal aspects? In legal aspects in law profession, what are the crimes will be there? Particularly in this one, all the advocates are doing the well, or they are having the command on subjects, on particular on cases and whatever it may be. But some of them lawyers, they are doing unethical practices. But already Bar Council of India has already mentioned some of the ethical practices, some of the unethical practices, and the person who was an advocate, a lawyer who has committed unethical practices is also is going to be terminated or suspended by the Bar Council. And Bar Council of India was mentioned certain rules and regulations regarding profession advocacy. But some of the advocates are following unethical ways regarding producing false witnesses and false promises to the clients, and create alibis on behalf of their clients. And while dealing the cases, collusion with all the actors. And in this one, totally what they are following unethical, it is prohibited by the Bar Council of India. This is another aspect. And every field, what they are committed for the benefit of others, that is the primary one. But in that one, if they are committed anything undue influence, favorism, malpractice, mischief, automatically the crimes will be raised. But the ordinary crimes that an individual will be committed, the individual argument two or more persons will be committed, those are the liable. But this type of organized crimes, white collar crimes, economical crimes, these are pre-planned crimes. These crimes not only particular in the state, not any against this, not only against the state also, and who are the persons involved in that one also will be liable. Not only them, maybe the persons was the victim was died, and totally their victim's dependencies also will be suffered on the taxpayers. In this one, what are the criminality of women, and what are the factors to be lead the person and the woman can be committed crimes, and what are the reasons and what are the factors rising criminality in women. And recent trends and NCRB, National Crime Records Bureau also giving their statistics every year. They will give statistics regarding what are the offences, what are the crimes as committed by the people, women category, male category, children's category, juveniles category, and what are the, based on their age sector, based on their places, based on their states, they may publish the statistics. National Crime Records Bureau, NCRB, that is one of the agency of the Ministry of Home Affairs. They may issue certain statistics. These statistics will be very helpful to the government to make new policies on particular set of the people, regarding on particular set of the people, and maybe young offenders. And before the definition was different, and before the Delhi case was raised before that, no? Young offenders definition and age factor is different. While Criminal Amendment Act 2013 is came, in that one they have reduced the age limit of the young offenders who are going to be committed in this aspects. Basing on the crime, because crime statistics, it is a very helpful to the governments, and in particular in what area and what the set of the people, what are the people who are doing the crimes or more crimes are doing, what are the policies to be taken by the government to reduce the crimes, to maintain law and order in the society, to maintain tranquility in the society. This crime statistics is very helpful to the governments. This crime statistics is maintained by governmental agencies, the enforcement agencies, police, judiciary, which is necessary to what are the cases was going to complete. And in this aspect, how criminality was rising in female. What are the factors? And first one is that the women have the constitutional rights and statutory rights. While they are apart from their constitutional rights or statutory rights, while they are denied those rights, automatically those are driven against the society. Those factors, poor families, financial problems, maybe certain circumstances, family disturbances, family rivals, that is also leads to crimes by the females. Family disturbance, marriage disturbances, hereditary problem, psychiatric problems, and for denying those rights by the other people. These all the factors which is lead to rise criminality in females. Recent statistics also saying the same thing. Regarding NCRB also stated last several years, the crime rate done by the female ratio is very increasing compared to male persons. These are the factors rising, what is the rising of criminality of women. The government also will be taking certain policies